how can it be that I can oversee the build of a house, which I've done 3 times. The first time was a renovation in which I actively participated. The other 2 were overseeing the whole procedure, making sure that all the things were ordered on time, that things were done in a way that I really wanted. Because if you leave building work to the professionals, I mean, they were all professional people working on that, but if you leave it to them, they will choose an option that's workable for them, which is a one-off. They have to do it once. I have to live in the house, so it has to be really practical for me. Anyway, that's a side tour. I can do that, and I find it easy. Lots of people find it difficult. For me, it's easy. I love the procedure. I don't know why, but it appeals to my brain. I can do this. Whilst the hospital ward doesn't work that way. It's never ending. There is a constant supply of new patients. And yeah, they've got all kind of different needs as well. You can't say a patient is a patient is a patient. No, a patient is an individual and has got individual needs, requirements, requests. Whether that's the single defining thing that's different, I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. But I discussed it with my daughter, that why do I find it so easy to organize building a house, and why do I find it so difficult to work at this ward? Whilst in reality, my experience with building houses is 1, a renovation in the Netherlands, and 2, new builds in Great Britain. So that's only 3 real life experiences. And I've been working on the ward for over 2 years now, where the tasks are the same every single day. So why by now do I still not have this, I can do this with my eyes closed, why? I don't know. Anyway, so the first conversation was with my daughter, and the second conversation was with my nurse on Monday. And she's very structured, which in itself appeals to my brain. But when she asked me, have all the patients been turned, rather than my brain going to the collection of patients I have and the fact that they've been turned, yes or no, why doesn't my brain do that? I don't know. It would be so easy if my brain would do that. If I could say, oh yes, I've turned this, that, and that patient, and I've missed out on, 1 or 2 patients. As an example. But my brain doesn't work like that. And only when I go and see the patient in person do memories flood back to my brain, as in, oh yes, we did this, we did that, and it was roughly that time, and I don't know. So at the end of Monday, I was quite frustrated by my own brain. I love my brain. I really do love my brain. And I was frustrated by how it didn't do what I expected to do. And then came the question, how can I do better? And hindsight doesn't get me any further. I've got over 2 years worth of hindsight now. That's plenty of hindsight. Insight, in my mind, I do have insight in the individual tasks. I can roughly do what I need to do. I can make a judgment whether I can do it by myself or whether I need colleagues to help me. I've got insight in it. But in my mind, I didn't have oversight. And then I was going, oversight, insight, oversight, insight. And I was kind of going to and fro between the two. What's the exact difference? And I couldn't quite make up my mind how to go about things, because I wanted to choose one word to take me forward. I wanted to choose one word to guide me through the day. And as you do in modern times, if you don't know something, you ask the internet. So I asked the internet, is there a higher value word beyond insight and oversight? And up popped an answer, and it said foresight. And then it gave a whole explanation about the fact that those 4 words really go together, and it's the foundation of wisdom. So I'm I'm not wise yet because I didn't know.